Bong and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And today I'm going to come back at you again a little earlier than usual with a quick news roundup of some stuff I've found from all over Tinterweb. I'm doing this on Friday. I usually do these on a Saturday, but tomorrow being Saturday, I'm going to do a little video around the Transformers from the Hasbro Con, so you're getting it a little early this week. As I said, on this channel I usually cover the news about twice a week, and you're always going to get one figure review, and I usually do another non-figure review or video, usually set around a Monday. So if you like what I'm doing around here, guys, it really helps me out if you can give me a like, a share and a subscribe. And with that, let's move on to the news. First up, we have a very interesting weekend ahead of us for anyone who collects action figures, no matter what it is, be it Transformers, G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, or just anything from Hasbro. This weekend is Hasbro Pulse Con, starting on a Friday, which is, I guess, is a bit odd. So it starts today with Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, and Star Wars. I know the pre-orders for this, or the exclusive stuff, came out on Hasbro Pulse last night and sold out in minutes, then came back, then sold out again, which is the pit from Transformers. If you guys managed to get hold of that, really well done. For us guys over in the UK, I believe In Demand Toys are going to have some pre-orders on this bad boy, I think tomorrow on Saturday or tonight at 10 PM. So over the next couple of days, In Demand Toys, I believe, are getting hold of it. It's going to be at a slightly higher price point because they've got to import it, but at least we are going to get some kind of way of grabbing ourselves this Hasbro Pulse Con exclusive, The Pit. I'm quite excited for tomorrow. Obviously, G.I. Joe and Transformers. I might check out the Marvel section today, but definitely for me, G.I. Joe, Transformers and Ghostbusters is what I'll be looking at tomorrow. And you'll probably see a little video some point tomorrow, certainly after the Transformers section. Moving away from Hasbro for the minute, the guys over at Mechanic Studios, so the guys that used to be called Mech Fans Toys, but I now believe that they are calling themselves Mechanic Studios, did a really interesting reveal. Now, or sneak rather than a reveal, I guess, of something that looks like a black and gold Prime with some glowing red eyes. Now, I've seen some pictures that this looks like a statue that's somewhere already, but if anyone can tell me what version of Prime this is going to be, that would be really cool to let me know down in the comments. So what do you think this is, guys? I'm really interested to know. As we step slightly into October next week, I can't wait until literally this time next month, because I'll finally have my hands on Transformers Battleground, the computer game. I cannot wait for this. This is right up my street. We get to lead the Autobots in the ultimate tactical battle. Tactical games are where it's at for me, especially the turn-based ones, stuff like XCOM and things like that. So looking at doing that within the Transformers universe, even if it is the Cyberverse universe that I'm not 100% on, I'm really looking forward to it. They dropped a new trailer this week. It looks fun in the same way that Mario vs. Rabbids was fun for me as well. I'm actually really hyped, really excited for this. It's a new take on Transformers that I've definitely never seen before done, and I love this kind of game. So yeah, really cool. Some really interesting characters. You know, we can see RC, Prime, we can see Wheeljack here as well. Online, apparently we get to play as the Decepticons, so we can play both sides of the faction. Really cool. Expect to see a review on this from myself very shortly after it releases. Something that is available right now from Symbiote Studios is the officially licensed Transformers Plushies, t-shirts and enamel badges. So we get to bring home the likes of Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Soundwave, an enamel badge of Prime and an enamel badge of Megatron. Megatron looking very much like he's just come out of South Park there. But these are kind of cutesy little things. The plushies look quite nice, I guess. The Bumblebee looks very, very cartoon-esque. My favourite thing from this is actually the t-shirt with, he looks like a bit of a, Prime looks like a bobblehead, with freedom is the right of all sentient beings. From all of this, probably for me, I would probably pick up the t-shirt. The enamel badges look pretty good, but a little South Park-esque. I don't know if that's 2 badges you get there. One being, I think it is, yeah, because it's a set. So you get 1 badge of the figure and then 1 badge of the symbol. Quite nice. Like I said, probably the t-shirt is the only thing that I would go for here. Let me know your thoughts on these ones. Finally, we got a reveal from Hasbro. We've seen all these figures before, we know, and some of them have actually been reviewed. But we got finally some actual product shots, official, from Hasbro of some of the Kingdom figures. Now, for me, there isn't too much here for me. This version of Megatron looks nice, and I have to say it's probably the closest, even closer than I came with another figure, to actually picking up one of the animal ones. I know my brother really likes this one. He hit me up saying it looks great. If this was a robot version, I'd be all over it, but again, flesh formers, it just doesn't sit right with me. But it's an interesting figure. It looks really nice. Even in dinosaur mode, it looks pretty cool. We also saw Cheetor. For me, we've seen this guy reviewed. It looks an okay figure, one of the better ones, but again, the animal form looks yeah, not too great. Something we haven't really seen too much of, and I was really glad that they showed this, and this will probably be my personal first pre-order for Kingdom, is Cyclonus. I saw a very quick product shot on this not so long ago, and now to see an official product shot, he looks gorgeous. Both versions of this looks really good. Really like the alt mode on this. Sometimes the Cyclonus alt mode can look a little bit stubby, but this one seems to have its proportions pretty good. Maybe it could have been a little bit longer in the back, but all in all, looks pretty good. And for me, so far, the best figure from the whole Kingdom line. Then we move on to Rat Trap. We've seen this guy before. We've seen a full review. Bot form looks okay, kind of, if you're into it. And then the alt mode is kind of a bit of a shell former. He's the first one from the core section, which means that they're actually smaller than Deluxe. But yeah, all in all, for me as a collector, not too much to be excited about there, but I know some of you Beast Wars fans will be losing it over all of that and thinking that certainly that version of Megatron is absolutely fantastic. So I bet there's some very happy people. Staying in the world of Hasbro, but going back to Hasbro stuff that Hasbro haven't even released yet, that is actually been reviewed. Tonton's been at it again with his first reviews of things that Hasbro haven't even revealed, and he revealed the Studio 86 cup. This looks okay, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't really like the feet on it, the wheels, certainly in the bot mode. The alt mode looks great. That's probably my favorite mode on this. I think if I pick up this, well, I will be picking up this figure 100%. I think I will probably display him in this mode because I think it is the better of the two modes. We can see that he actually fits really nicely in with your Siege figures as well. So I think, although he is a Studio series, I think I'll hide him amongst my Siege collections as a Siege cup because we never got one. So it's nice to know that you can see him next to Mirage there. It's nice to know that he scales well with them. When it comes to the figure itself, there's just something a little off about it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the tooling, the detailing on it. Maybe I would like that to be a little bit smoother because I don't remember Cup having all of that kind of detailing on his chest and things like that. But yeah, the head looks a little bit off as well. When you compare it to the Hot Rod looks fantastic. There's just something about this cup for me that's just a little bit off, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Say one thing I do like though, that he definitely comes with an Energon goodie distributor, so that you can say bar weep, grana weep, ninny bong to all your alicons that you're gonna get. I like that. That's a nice touch. Moving on to LEMONTREE now. LEMONTREE have shown us their version of the Bumblebee movie Soundwave, who's the LT04 Blueberry, and yeah, this is the first figure from them I am not feeling. Really not feeling. There's just something about this figure. It looks like it lacks paint. There's a lot of nice molded detailing on it, don't get me wrong, but he's just got a very, very blue face, just like he's dipped his head in paint. Maybe this is just a first rendering of it, and hopefully the official release will have a little bit more painted detailing on it, but for me it just looks very just blue and white, and I definitely it just deserves a little bit more. The alt mode, I know we didn't see an alt mode for this guy in the Bumblebee movie, but it's a little bit yeah, it's just a little bit naff. They could have done a lot more with this, especially seeing as this was the Cybertronian version of Soundwave. For me, this is the first LEMONTREE toys that I've seen that I'm just not excited about at all. I know he'll articulate really well, and he is going to be quite small. All of the LEMONTREE figures are 16 centimeters, so he's not a very tall character. They do demand a high price for the LEMONTREE stuff that I've seen so far, and yeah, I'm just not that excited about this one. Something I am extremely excited about though is this Mastermade version of Devastator. So they're doing their version of Devastator. I really like this Mastermade stuff. I don't own any of this Mastermade stuff, but I really want to start getting some. It's awesome, and the fact that this is not just a Devastator, they've done it as a proper Devastator set, so they are all individual figures that transform, and they all combine to make Devastator, to make this awesome version of Devastator, this hyper stylized version. I love it. I think this is an incredible version of Devastator. Can't speak to the quality of anything, but I have seen nice reviews on the Mastermade stuff so far. He comes with his drill bit accessories as well, which is pretty cool. You can see how big he is compared to the Mastermade Megatron. And he has his massive purple weapon as well. Comes with loads of accessories and this little I think he transforms as well. You can turn him into almost like a statue type piece as well. You can see him next to Omega Supreme here as well, that he stands about the same size as their version of Omega Supreme. Loving the stuff that they're doing here. I really need to get my ass in gear and pick up some of these figures. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments about this one. Is this something you guys are looking at? Do you like the style that they take on this? I absolutely love it. 3-0, the guys who take a good look at the stuff from the Bumblebee movie and release really nice non-transformable versions of this with multiple parts of articulation. Some of the best articulated figures out there have come forward now with a shattered glass version of Prime, and also a vintage inspired coloured BLITZWING, because we know we got a BLITZWING with some Starscream colours, so it was all a bit odd and bizarre, but this is taking BLITZWING back to his original colours. So we'll take a look at Shattered Glass Prime first. Beautiful, really nice. We've already seen this figure already, and it was a really nice figure when it came out, and it has this beautiful articulation, beautiful kind of weathered look on it a little bit as well. Looks like it's been in a battle, look like it can do some damage with a massive ion cannon as well to boot. Really cool. Moving on to BLITZWING, really nice to have BLITZWING in his purple colours. Again, it's just a shame these things are non-transformable, but he is super posable, and I think comes with some accessories as well. So yeah, you can see he's got a bit of a changeable hand there and a gun that just fits onto his gun. So yeah, really excited for this one. Unfortunately for me, Not things that I'll pick up probably because I don't tend to pick up non-transforming Transformers, but all in all these things are brilliant. 10.6 inches tall, 51 points of articulation for BLITZWING, and Prime stands at 11.2 inches tall with 53 points of articulation respectively. Very, very nice. Last but not least, we got a final look at the MP version of Tigertron that's coming out. Again, with this being a Beast Wars thing, it's not something that I'm all that excited about, but the robot mode here does look really, really nice. Plenty of articulation, molded detailing. It's pretty much show accurate from what you can see. The alt mode here again looks really, really nice for what it is for the Beast Wars. Not something that I'm into. It transforms as well as it can into a beast while still needing to have lots of lines, articulation in it, and it still shows some of its parts. For me, around the hip area, it doesn't seem to fit together like you'd want it to, but I do believe that this will be the best version of Tigertron that we've seen. Just to end on, and a question for you guys as well, really. The guys over at IDW had a really interesting conversation. You can go on IDW's Facebook page as well, and you can check out this conversation they had around their dream crossovers and who it would be. And a lot of them were saying things like Gundam Wing and Turtles, and obviously a few things that IDW own as properties to be able to make those crossovers come to life. But I'm quite interested to know from you guys, what would you choose as your dream crossover for Transformers? Bear in mind, we've had a lot of things like Star Trek, and we've had things like the Ghostbusters, and we're getting My Little Pony and Terminator right now. What would your dream one be? For me, there's two. So number one would be 40k, so Warhammer 40k versus Transformers would be incredible. I know Transformers would lose if they went into the 40k universe, but I quite like to see maybe a small group of the Astartes with maybe one of their Titans come through to see how the Transformers went up against them, especially with them being sentient beings and actually maybe wanting to get the Transformers technology. Maybe they'd have to combine to go against it. It'd be quite an interesting thing. Or maybe the Realm of Chaos could come through to the Transformers universe. That would be really interesting. Second of all, for me, for my Saturday morning 80s cartoons, I would love to see Transformers crossover with Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. That would be absolutely fantastic. I would absolutely love to see Sawboss teaming up with Megatron, because they transform as well, and going against Transformers and Jason the Wheeled Warriors. Oh, Lightning League and the Wreckers together. Beautiful. What are your thoughts on this, guys? What would you most like to see? Let me know down in the comments. Always good to talk to you guys down there. If you like what I'm doing around here, give me a like, a share, and a subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!